Okay, this would be my third time and my last time recording this video. Why did I record it 3 times, you ask? Well, that's just kind of a long story, and I just don't really want to talk about it. So, anyways, let's just jump straight into it, okay? So, there's a couple things I want to talk about, and one of them, it's the big topic of the freaking video, okay? Because obviously I have to spew all my current thoughts that are up in here, before I talk about the main freaking topic. But before I start that, my name is Dylan, and welcome back to my video. And this is gonna be my third freaking YouTube video, so I'm glad that you're joining and tuning in. And I don't know, listen to this video in the car, or when you're getting ready for your day, or don't listen to it at all. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, so first topic of the day, the big old streamer university. I don't have a whole lot to say besides it looks like a lot of fun, and I really am so sad that I'm missing out. Should I start streaming? I think that I'm gonna maybe start going live on TikTok here and there. Who knows? If you guys want my TikTok or my Instagram, if I remember, I'll put it in the description below. Wow, that felt like a real YouTuber thing to say, but I have been thinking about going live on TikTok for a couple reasons. One, I have more followers on there than any other platform. 2, I feel like it would just be fun. And 3, yeah, I really enjoy talking, and I don't have a whole lot of friends, and so that's kind of my whole gig. That's kind of the whole reason I'm doing YouTube, because I love to talk, and like I've said before, everybody has to hear what I have to say. Okay, so tune in or tune out. Or you could stay and listen to this really serious personal topic that we're going to be talking about today, which is breakups. And when I tried recording my other videos, I was sitting there talking about how I don't know if I should talk about this. Because, like, I don't want to get bullied. I don't want people to be talking about it behind my back. And then I was sitting there and I was like, why do I care? Why do I give a shit? Why do I care what people have to say? I don't care. So, yeah, that's the big topic, and we will get into that in just a moment. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that's on my mind. Streamer University, I might start going live on TikTok. I will keep you updated, because I graduated high school. I did it. I graduated freaking high school, and I have nothing to do now. I am looking for a job. I don't really want a job. Nobody wants a freaking job, but I am looking for a job. I'll keep you updated on that. Yeah, so, stay tuned, or don't. Coachella happened. I mentioned that in my last video. Really wanted to go to Coachella. Obviously, I don't have the freaking funds for that. What else is new? Nothing really. I'm 18, and I graduated high school. That feels really good to say out loud, because I almost did not graduate, and also almost did not turn 18, so joking. Okay, but actually, let's get down to the nitty-gritty of our main topic. Okay, so, breakups. Some of you have been through it, some of you have not. They fucking suck. They suck. I feel like there's so much I have to talk about that has to do with going through a breakup, or, you know, even just being in a relationship, and I don't know where to begin, because we're gonna get real personal here, okay? So if you know me personally, get out of here. Bye. Okay, sorry for yelling at you, I apologize. When you're in a relationship at such a young age, I don't know if I should give any personal details or not. Don't think I'm gonna, but I'm gonna try to avoid it. When you're in a relationship at such a young age, I guess I'll be talking from experience here. I was in a relationship at such a young age until around when I turned 18, from 15 to 18, and I spent all of high school with this person, and I love him dearly, always will, forever. But when you are young and you get into a relationship, you are not fully developed yet, if that makes sense. Like, obviously, I'm not even fucking fully developed yet, but like, you're very different. So if you are in high school and you are like, oh, I want a boyfriend, I want a high school sweetheart, don't do it. It works for some people, doesn't work for some people. My advice to you would be to enjoy your time in high school with your friends, enjoy any fun classes that you're taking. I don't know what you're doing, but enjoy that, and do not surround your life. How do I put this? Don't jump into a serious committed relationship in high school because you have so many other things happening, and especially being so young, you kind of get distracted being in a relationship. And by no means is this video at all saying that I wish that I wasn't in a relationship in high school or that I regret being in my relationship. No. It was great, and I'm forever fucking thankful for the relationship that I had with this person. But at the same time, had I maybe not gotten into a relationship and spent my time in high school focusing on school and focusing on my family and my friends and, not kind of changing who I am because I'm in a relationship, if that makes sense. And I really don't want it to sound like I'm bashing anybody, because I'm not. But when you're in a relationship, you change, whether you think so or not, you do. And some people change for the better, some people don't change for the better. I don't know. I think there was so many good things that came out of my relationship that I'm so grateful for. But there are also so many lessons that I learned that I probably shouldn't have learned at such a fucking young age. Like, it's such a serious commitment to be making so young. I'm trying to think about other people and like what other people are gonna have to say about this. And I'm also trying to think about myself. If I went back to 15-year-old me and was watching this video, I'd be like, who does she think she is? Like, what are you talking about? You don't know anything. I do. And also, you're gonna make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes, and you're gonna learn your lesson, whether that's the hard way or the easy way. Either way, you're gonna learn some type of lesson. And like I said, my advice to you would be, don't jump into something so serious so young. Am I saying don't experience a relationship when you're young? No. I'm just saying it's really tough to be invested in one person and spend every waking freaking moment so invested in one person while also trying to keep your head above water when it comes to school, or when it comes to your relationship with your friends or your family, or anything that you may have going on outside of that. Maybe you do sports, or maybe, I don't know, maybe you're in drama, maybe you do theater. It's just, either way, yeah, that's my current advice. My second advice: don't take anything for granted. And I mean that wholeheartedly, because there's a lot of times where we find ourselves taking things for granted because we get so comfortable. We get so comfortable with, in this case, being in a relationship, spending every single waking second with this person, giving them your all. You get so used to it and you get so comfortable that you think it's just gonna be there forever. And that goes for literally anything. Someone could drop dead, and you need to realize that you need to be more thankful for things that you have. And I know a lot of people that are extremely thankful, and they carry that on their shoulders. And that's such a good habit to have, is to constantly remind yourself that you have a lot of things that maybe other people don't have. And just don't take anything for granted. Stay humble. That's my second advice. This is just kind of advice, but the serious thing, hold on, I have to roll down my window because it's getting kind of hot in here. But for the really serious stuff, when it comes to relationships and breakups, take care of yourself. Always take care of yourself, and always, if you have someone that's really close, maybe a best friend or a parent or a sibling or a grandparent or anybody, you guys catch my drift. If you have somebody that is so close to you, keep them close, because you never know when they will need you or you will need them. I need to stop steering off and stay on topic. What I mean by that is, for example, when I was going through my breakup, it was really tough. You know, I didn't cut ties with this person like I should have immediately. I'm not gonna sit here and blame anybody. You know, I've had my faults. He has had his faults. We both did things that were messed up to each other, but I did not cut ties with him like I maybe should have as soon as it happened, as soon as we broke up. That caused a lot of strain on me, because I was constantly finding myself in a situation where I was texting him, or I was trying to call him, or I was trying to see if he was busy so we could go and hang out. Or I also found myself in situations where when he was talking to other people, I would get upset, and I'd be like, what are you doing, you know? So it caused a lot of strain on me, and overthinking, and a lot of late nights crying and talking to my friends. Why couldn't things have been different? Why couldn't we have changed? Blah, 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 blah. And that's when I needed them the most. And that's when they were there for me. My friends and my dad and people that truly love me, you know? And this is what I mean by, like, don't take anything for granted. Like, be grateful for who you have in your life, because you never know when, like, you won't have them anymore. And so, anyways, I feel like what I don't see a lot talked about on the internet anywhere, I don't see anybody talking about how hard you can be to yourself when it comes to going through a breakup, especially after a long-term relationship, or especially after somebody that maybe you clicked with immediately and you guys became best friends, and, you know, then you started dating, and it was like, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I guess I'm just trying to say, like, be nice to yourself and be nice to people around you. Definitely try to steer clear of a committed relationship in high school when you're so young and you have so many other things happening around you. It's really nice, like, to be in a relationship, but looking at it from where I look at it now, I wish that I focused more on my academics, and I wish that maybe I focused more on myself, you know? I feel like I'm getting too sappy. It's okay. It's okay. Maybe somebody needs to hear this. Maybe somebody's having a bad day and they need to freaking hear this. Take care of yourself. Always. Always, 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 always. And it sounds so selfish. Put yourself first. Put yourself first, because how are you going to help people if you can't even help yourself? You know? And it really does sound selfish, and it really does sound like, you know, why would I put myself first? But what about this person that I love so much, and I put them first? you can put them second. Put yourself first always, because you can't help anybody if you can't help yourself. And I'll just leave that right there, and you can do with that information what you will, I guess. If you're going through a breakup and you're having one of those times where you're just like, oh, I want to call them, I want to text them, I want to show up, I want to hang out, blah 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 blah, don't do it. Don't do it. Like, seriously, all you're gonna do is hurt yourself. And I've never seen a situation where two people have turned out okay after breaking up, and then, like, and I'm talking literally breaking up. I'm not talking a break. I'm talking after going through a breakup, splitting ways. Maybe you guys are both talking to new people, but you still want to have this connection with this one person. Don't. Just block them. Stop talking to them. Like, in my case, like, I had to hit that block button, you know, because I knew I wasn't going to be able to stop myself from reaching out. And so I blocked. But then when I found myself at a point where it was like, I don't really care anymore, you know, like, I'm living my life, and I hope that he's doing well and he's living his life and enjoying, you know, whatever it is that he's doing. When I found myself there, then that's when I unblocked, and I just kind of let it be, you know? And it feels good to say that out loud, because I spent a lot of time not being able to say that, and so it feels nice to say that out loud. And yeah, is that the video for today? What else do we want to talk about, guys? That definitely got super personal, and I'm hoping that it finds the right people, you know, because you never know how the internet is. And I know down the line I'm gonna regret posting that and be like, why would I talk about that, like, blah 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 blah. It needs to be freaking talked about. You know how many people, like, suffer in silence when it comes to relationships, and it's like, in hindsight, it's like, okay, it's a breakup. No, it's so much bigger than that. Like, when you go through a breakup, you feel like that person died. And I'm not even being dramatic. Like, you go from talking every single second of every single day to not having a conversation again. That's literally what it feels like. And it's like you feel like this person died. I think that one of the hardest parts is definitely, like, after a breakup, seeing someone move on is so difficult, because all you can do is overthink, you know? Why not me? What do I not have that they have? Blah, 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 blah. No. Don't do that to yourself, you freaking weirdo. You're not don't do that. Gosh. You're lying. You're fucking lying. You're fucking lying. Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyways. Yeah. Yeah. So that's what I had to say today. Hopefully the next video I'll actually have one thing in mind and not steer off into other topics. Stay happy and stay humble and stay thankful for who you have and what you have. And for those of you that watched to the end, thank you very much. And I appreciate you. And did I mention, I don't remember if I mentioned this, but I might start going live on TikTok. And if I do, tune in on my TikTok. I'll link it down below. And my Instagram, just in case I go live on there, but I probably won't. Okay. That's all. Thank you.